Hey everybody, how's it going? It is your pal Sal here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new discography journey. Today, to begin with 2026, we are going to be listening to the discography of the one and only Brandy Norwood. So before we get started, the reason why, there's two main reasons that I feel that it's right to do Brandy right now. Number one, my friend Vinny. Hey Vinny, he has been asking me to do this for years, and so I figured, why not? I guess there's actually three reasons, so let me do the second reason. Brandy and Monica went on this tour this past summer, and it looked really, really cool, and it kind of just put Brandy, in my horizon, so I thought about that. Number three, this is for three, she has now, she is going to be releasing a book this year at the end of March. And I work at a library, so love books, and I love a good biography, so I figured, why not, learn some of her material before this book comes out and then read the book? I don't know, I thought it'd be fun. It just seemed like the right way to go, so the only things that I didn't really grow up much with Brandy in my household. The only things I really knew about Brandy were obviously the Cinderella movie. I do remember specifically the first time I saw that one, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen Cinderella like this. And also growing up, I loved horror movies, so I knew, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, love her in that movie. Love her in the horrible sequel that just came out this past summer. That was a rough movie, but she was great in it for her little cameo. And there was one other thing. When I was doing the Diana Ross Thank You era, back in 2021, there was I did watch the movie she did with Diana Ross called Double Platinum, which I really did enjoy, and that movie introduced me to a lot of the songs that are on the second album, Never Say Never, but we will discuss Never Say Never when we get to there in the next part of the series. So without further ado, we're going to be focusing today on her debut studio album, which is simply titled Brandy, and was released on September 27th of 1994. So this album is now 31 years old. So I'm 31 years late, but that's okay. And this album did chart at number 20 on the Billboard 200. So there were 4 singles for this album, all of which of them did chart on the Hot 100, which is actually incredible. The first single was I Wanna Be Down, which hit number 6. Baby, which hit number 4, Best Friend, which hit number 34, and Brokenhearted, which hit number 9. So 3 of the singles were in the top 10, and only one was in, I guess, the top 40, 50, you know how it is. 2 little notes that I have for myself about this album is that Brandy was nominated at the Grammys for Best New Artist back when, well, I don't know if this was back then, but this makes sense to me because I'm like, okay, it's her first album, she's a new artist, because nowadays you look at the Grammys and the Best New Artists are all like people who've been out for like 10 years now, and you're like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. But she did lose the award to Hootie and the Blowfish, which, okay. And 2 other people that I like were nominated. Alanis Morissette, because, Jagged Little Pill, who doesn't like that? And Shania Twain, which is kind of like a stretch because I think Shania's first album came out in 91, so I could be wrong about that though. So, but hey, it is what it is. Sad. Would have loved to have seen a woman win it. And also, Baby was nominated for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance, but it lost to I Apologize by Anita Baker. I don't know that song, but however, Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey was also nominated, and that's probably where my vote would have gone to. So without further ado, we are going to get started with listening to this album. I am super excited. I like the cover. It's just fun. Very 90s. I get that this is like a chill, I believe it's a chill 90s R&B album. So here we go. Without further ado, we're going to begin with our first track, which is titled Moving On. So from here on, moving on, I will no longer not know enough Brandy. So there's that. Yeah. Not her style, okay? I see where we're going here. Okay. I think she's getting a little gritty there. I like it. Kind of building a little. The backing vocals are getting a little bigger. I like that. Okay, so that was our opener. Moving on. And first of all, nice, cool, easy, like smooth opener. I really enjoyed that. It's interesting to always hear, you know, new vocals from Brandy. How do I put this? From what I gather about Brandy's vocals is that she's a very confident and good, at least from what I think I've read, like, you know, artist on the record. And apparently she's a little more like, what's the word? I was hearing that there was a lot of lip syncing going on in that recent tour. But I liked a lot of the vocals I heard, and I liked the beginning of the song. I mean, basically we're starting the album saying that if these things aren't working out for me, then you know what? I got to move on, which is nice to hear at the beginning, especially of 2026. This will date this video very much, but I guess that's how I was feeling with wanting to get back into reacting videos, doing a lot of nothing. And I was like, you know, that's not really fitting what I want to do right now, so I got to keep moving on. Yeah, I enjoyed that piece. I thought it was fun, nice, cool, easy opener. For only 4 minutes and 27 seconds, which is a little bit on the longer side, it moved along right. I didn't even mean to make that pun. It grooved. You took the groove and you followed it and you felt it out. So far, pretty good, chill opener. I enjoyed that, very 90s, and a lot of fun. Okay, track number 2, we have Baby, which was the second single and the highest charting single at number 4. So let's see if this is one I could possibly know. I don't know. So without further ado, you know, I've lived a life, so it's possible I've heard it. Those vocals are nice. Okay, it's very sultry, Miss Brandy. I love that backing vocal right there. That is so nice. Okay. Oh, wait, was she gonna laugh? Oh, a little laugh. Okay. Wow. Okay. So first off, I can definitely say I've never heard this one before, which is a shame considering it was a number 4 hit single. But ooh, okay, that was a groovy, nice, sultry, very sexy song. I don't know any. I think that is the one that maybe has waterfalls, but like this is giving like those like TLC, like, you know, 90s R&B vibes. But if I was to describe this song, I know the name of that album, even though I don't know a song for sure. I'm if Waterfalls is on it, and then I know it. But I was gonna say, this was crazy, sexy, cool. Like you can tell that she's attracted to this dude, and you can feel like a bit of the sexual tension, but it doesn't get like nasty or naughty, if you will. But it still feels, you still feel getting down in there, like, oh, I like this man. The backing vocalists are incredible. Brandy sounds really good. For a 5-minute song, that just cruises right along. I was curious, and I did look up just now, because I was like, there's no way that on the radio they put the 5-minute version, and there's a radio edit that's down to 4 minutes and 19 seconds, which seems more popular for the radio. But then there's also a remix that I'd be interested in seeing, which is called All-Star Party Mix, which I wonder what they're doing with that. But yeah, so far so good. I'm curious to see how I feel about the other 3 singles, but so far we got some winners in the bag here. And also I would say that with this being the big hit, I could easily see you hear this on the radio one time and you're like, ooh, I remember that little piece right there. So I liked it. I also want to say with Baby, I know that it was nominated for, what was it, Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. I'd still pick Always Be My Baby, but I do see how Always Be My Baby is a little more pop R&B, and this is a little more pure R&B. But that's, I'm just gonna say it. Track number 3, we have our lowest charting single, which is Best Friend, which hit number 34. So let's hear the worst single. No, I'm kidding. That, what was that? Whatever. What is that sound? It reminds me of that song on the Velvet Rope. Okay, that was Best Friend. A nice little R&B gem of Brandy just being thankful for the best friend that's in her life. I could see this one has actually a pretty memorable chorus as well too. I will say so far out of the three, this is my least favorite, even though I did still like it. But I'm curious to hear what these other two singles are because they charted higher. And so far I'm seeing Ya Baby as number 1 and Best Friend as number, well, 2 with what we listened to so far. But I liked it. I am interested though because I feel like we've spent so far the first 3 songs on the album at the same tempo, and I'm curious to see if there's anything a little more slower, a little more faster. So, but I did like this one too. So just still technically my least favorite, but still a catchy chorus and one that I will like to listen to again. Okay, track number 4, we have I Wanna Be Down, which was the lead single, which hit number 6. That sounds familiar, this. Reference to Baby, maybe? Probably not, but I'll take it that way. Okay, that was I Wanna Be Down. And okay, so if I'm ranking the singles so far, it's still Baby, I Wanna Be Down, and then Best Friends. We still gotta get to Brokenhearted. But I liked this one a lot too. Again, we're still kind of sticking in like the same like tempo it feels. But with this one, I kind of almost wish it was after Baby because it feels like a continuation of Baby. Because with Baby, you see her lusting over this dude and that she really wants to, you know, be with him. And then this is kind of her confronting that guy and being like, hey, I want to be down. I want to do all these things with you. Which is funny because like I want to be down almost sounds a little dirty, but it feels very honest, very sincere. And then you could feel her in her vocal performance too as the song is going on. She's getting a little more grittier. She's like, this is real. This is it. This is raw. So again, another gem. And with these songs being almost 5 minutes each, they just cruise right through. So yeah, I like that one a lot too. I just wish it was maybe after Baby. I think it would have been a good like second part of the song, if you will. Okay, I'm gonna treat this next piece like an interlude because I think that's what it's supposed to be. But we're gonna go from tracks 5 into 6. I dedicate part 1, which is only 1 minute and 30 seconds, into Brokenhearted. I think that'll just make, I think that's the vibe I'm getting here. So yeah, we'll just do that and see how I feel. And if it transitions into it, we'll find out. So without further ado, I dedicate part 1 into Brokenhearted, the fourth single.
What's up? Whitney Houston. That's my mentor all the way.
Love Whitney. That's funny though, considering the fact that she would work with Whitney later. I'm actually going to pause because I don't think that that was really an interlude. But interesting little piece. I see there's 3 parts of this I dedicate on here. But it's funny how, again, it's the foreshadowing is crazy of like her being like Whitney Houston, and then she goes into Cinderella with Whitney Houston. Crazy. But this was a cute piece. It actually was the first one that had like a bit of like a different sound to me, with like a tempo change and whatnot. It was a little more ballady than the other 2, which I feel a little more groovy. But regardless, okay, that was fun. Cool. She dedicates, and we're gonna move on to track number 6, which is Brokenhearted, which is our final single, which is almost 6 minutes. I wonder where we're headed. I could almost see us going to be like a dance track or something. I don't know. Or maybe not. Oh, this is kind of giving like that Janet song. Why is it evading me? Anytime, any place. It's kind of giving that. So far, I'm feeling a disconnect between this production and the lyrics. I don't know. It's the first one that doesn't feel as like gelled. I do like that she's kind of just saying it's only a broken heart, like she can start again. Like I like the vibe of that. Okay, that was Brokenhearted, and truthfully, my least favorite track so far on the album. I just felt a disconnect between the production and the lyrics. I don't know, it just felt like it was dragging itself along, whereas I feel like a lot of the other songs they grooved, they cruised, they felt more right. This is definitely my least favorite of the singles, so if we're gonna rank the singles now, it would be Baby, I Wanna Be Down, Best Friend, Brokenhearted. Yeah, this just, I don't know, it didn't really do as much for me. It just seemed kind of like on life support, if that makes sense. So what is interesting to me though is I'll be curious to listen to when I bring up the Wikipedia page. It looks like the version that was the single was remixed to the Soul Power mix, so I'll be interested to see how that sounds when I get the chance to listen to it. Also, I did find this review, which is on here, it just seems to makes sense to me, like featuring saccharine sentiments sent to turgid arrangements, the seamlessly produced soulless ballad Brokenhearted. Yeah, that's kind of, I think, how I feel. It just felt lifeless to me. Track number 7, I'm Yours. And this is our first, I think, first non-single in a while. We have no more singles left, so these are all album cuts. This is giving a little, like, Disney princess-esque. It's interesting, this sounds more like it's ready to be a single than Brokenhearted does. Okay, that was I'm Yours, and I do think it was a step a little better than Brokenhearted. I don't know if I'm crazy about this one just yet. It was feeling a little more like pop R&B. The others felt a little more like that classic sound R&B. This felt like it could have been ready to be like a pop R&B radio friendly single, but it feels a little more I think generic compared to some of the others. So for now I'm like, it's cute, I like it. I don't know if it's going to go down as one of my favorites because I think we still have a few more to listen to, but I liked it. I'm just not in love with it because I feel like our opening tracks were a little stronger and much more just like classic R&B. Track number 8 has a title I do like. It's called Sunny Day, so let's hear it.
It's a sunny day without you. Just another 24 that passes by. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day. Just another 24. Two people in love, walking hand in hand.
I like that. Just another 24 that passes by. It's a sunny day. Okay, that was Sunny Day, and actually I really enjoyed this one. When it was first starting off, I was like, okay, it's cool. I'm liking it a little better than I'm Yours. But as it just like, I know it sounds like wrong to say this, but like as the chorus, it's kind of a repetitive song. Like it's really that chorus once we get to like the last like what seemed like 2 minutes. But what a catchy little piece of like just writing. What's a sunny day? I liked that. I thought it was fun, which is funny because it's kind of sad because this dude's not in our life anymore, and so it's like, what's the point of the sunny day? But it's like I kind of liked it. I thought it was cute, a little fun. Definitely, I feel was much more ready to be a single than Brokenhearted was. I wouldn't have minded this being a single at all. I could easily hear this doing well on the radio. But yeah, pretty simple song. But I was grooving. Track number 9, As Long As You're Here.
Come on, come on,
Being honest. I could like just see her sitting and like yelling at him like this. Yeah, I can picture that. I like that. Well, as long, just repeating that in the background. Okay, that was As Long As You're Here. One thing I was actually thinking of this song is like when it came to titling it, I wonder if they were like, do we call it Well As Long As You're Here, or do we call it Work It Out? Like, I just feel like you could have had like maybe, or like or you could have even called it Can We Sit Together and Work It Out? Or like I can almost think of like 4 different names that they could have named the song. I don't know, that was just me thinking that. But this one kind of reminded me a little bit of the other song that we just listened to, which was Sunny Day, because it is a little. It starts off and I was like, okay, cool, you know, it is what it is. And then at the beginning, it kind of gets a little repetitive again, but it really, like, goes into it. Whereas if Sunny Day was like a little cute, something a little light, this one feels a little angrier because she's like, look, you're here. We need to just sit and talk this over. And there's a part in the song where you just really feel that I could imagine she was yelling at that dude, just like, for the love of God, listen to me. So I liked this one a lot too. I think that it was similar in the way it was structured, I feel, to the first, or not the first, but the Sunny Day. But yeah, I did like it. Track number 10, Always on My Mind.
Ooh, yeah. Always on my mind. You're always on my mind. I just wanna hold ya and make it.
This is kind of similar to me in like the lyrics of Baby in a sense.
Sweet baby, I'll make a promise that you can hold me too. I see ya, and I just can't seem to shake ya. Your sweetness to me is worth my thinking right. Always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Thoughts of you all the time, all the time. You're always on my mind. How I promise that I'll stay by your side. Yours in my mind. I see ya, and I just can't seem to shake ya. Your sweetness to me is worth my while.
Okay, this song is pretty explanatory. You know, this dude, she likes him. He's always on her mind. We get it. It does kind of remind me, if you lyrically combined Baby and I Wanna Be Down, because you kind of see like her like crushing over him and then talking to him, and it was kind of lyrically, these two, if they were together, I think that this is the song that they would create. It was fine. It kind of reminded me of I'm Yours, and the fact that I liked it, but I wasn't in love. But I would say I did like this one a little more than I'm Yours. But you know what? Actually, I am gonna put a like to it. It was cute. It was something to listen to. Something sweet. I liked it. All right, track number 11. We have I Dedicate Part 2, and I'm gonna do this one separately just in case, because I'm not sure if it's like transitioning into or not.
I dedicate to you. This song's for you. This song's for you. You and you and you and you. Yeah.
Okay, again, just as pretty as the first time I heard it. I do wonder if with these two songs, like Brokenhearted and what's coming up next, Love Is On My Side, I wonder if they actually are specifically about someone. I mean, granted, when you're in the studio, you're always, you know, writing. I actually don't think she wrote much. Yeah, it looks like, okay, some of them, she does have like a few writing credits, but not on Brokenhearted or on the song that's, oh, Robin Thicke wrote this one, okay. So yeah, it's, probably not, but maybe it meant something to her and it reminded her someone of specifically that was in her past, but that's just me guessing. Track number 12, we have Love Is On My Side, which was written by Robin Thicke, which is crazy. Mr. Blurred Lines himself. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, this is... Okay. I'm liking where we're headed. Okay, this is giving kind of movie soundtrack vibes. I like that. Long intro.
Memories of yesterday, longing as my way to say the love song that we share. And they say love isn't love until you've got someone to share with. And I got you, and it's making me realize that love is something we take advantage of.
baby face that those backing vocals. Okay, that was Love Is On My Side. And a couple things, like, first of all, I love that being after I dedicate part 2. Like, I could see you dedicating this song to someone. But, like, this is probably the most different thing that I've heard on this album, because this is just, like, this is screaming to me 90s movie soundtrack. Like, this is something I feel like I could have heard Whitney do. It does, like, it just feels like it's a big 90s power ballad, which... there's a song that it's reminding me of, but I can't specifically like put my finger on it, but it sounds to me like something that like it almost reminded me a little bit of like those tracks you would hear on the Whitney Houston I'm Your Baby Tonight, like the Miracle, or it just kind of, it feels like Open Up Your Arms. Like, this is the only song in this album so far that I could imagine Brandy like standing in a microphone with a long flowing big gown, beautiful gown, and like singing, you know, for the masses, with the arms outstretched. It's a little more Celine-ish, it's a little more of those things, which is interesting because I was thinking, listening to this album, like with the songs that I do know on Never Say Never, she definitely leans more into like that adult contemporary, which is a little more my vibe in that album. So this is the most like adult contemporary song that has been on this album. But I liked it. Big open power ballad. What a slay. And she killed it too. And I liked the instrumentation. Crazy to think that it's written by the same dude who made Blurred Lines, but that's neither here nor there. But I like that. Okay, track number 13, which is technically the last track, as everything after this, or those one song after this, is I Dedicate Part 3. So here we go. Best friend. Is she like pawning off her best friend to... Wait, what? Oh, is it about Jesus? This is a Jesus song. Okay, that was Give Me You, which is our gospel number on here. Not one that I think I'll flock back to a whole lot, because at first I was like, what? She's pawning off her friend to this man, and the man I think is Jesus. So, you know, good for them. But not one it's a pretty song in itself, but not my favorite gospel piece I've ever heard. So, you know, but cool, whatever. Track number 14, I Dedicate Part 3, the final track.
Oh, yeah. Dedicate to you. I dedicate.
Oh, that's a nice ending. Ooh.
I
dedicate. Okay, I Dedicate to You Part 3. Great little closer. She dedicates this all to us, I guess is what I'm getting from that, but I like that too. Nice little nice ending for the album. Okay, there you have it, everybody. We have officially listened to Brandy's debut studio album, Brandy. And it was really cool to listen to this one. I don't know if I'm leaving here today with songs that I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I've lived my life without this. Like, from what I know from Never Say Never, I think I definitely prefer that direction a little more. But it is cool to hear, you know, just a very classic, cool 90s R&B album from one of the big superstars of the era. All in all, I will say I think this album is good. I do think that it's not a very what's the word I wanted to? I would say that a lot of the tracks are very just similar in tempo and vibe. It's very just a much a chill vibe. There's not like you move on to the next song and you're like, oh my god, like that's a big difference from the other. I think the biggest like change of a song is the one written by Robin Thicke, which is "Love Is on My Side," which is just feels very 90s power ballady, whereas the rest are just kind of like chill R&B vibe songs, which, you know, could be your preference, could not be your preference. I think I'm somewhere in the middle where I do think that I enjoyed the first half of the album a little more than the second half. Because I think that there's just like, I think those are probably the better songs that are on here. But I'll be interested to see, like, when we move on to the next album, again, with the songs I do know, how this translates into that and the way we move forward from here. But my favorite songs that I did learn from here are, at least the ones that I have likes next to, are Moving On, Baby, Best Friend, I Want to Be Down, and then Sunny Day, As Long As You're Here, Always on My Mind, and Love Is on My Side. I will say probably my least favorite song was Brokenhearted. And even though like it's just me being me, but like Give Me You didn't do as much for me. It just kind of reminded me of like the Jessica Simpson Sweet Kisses album, which I know you probably wouldn't think I'd compare this to Jessica Simpson, but just like where the album's like really good, you're like, okay, cool, and then randomly the last track is like, I'm saving my virginity for you, whereas this one it's like, and God give himself, and then give yourself to God after all these songs. I don't know, that's just more me, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it's an album that I'm excited to listen to a few more times. I technically own the vinyl. I was like, okay, I knew I was going to film this video this week, so I think over the weekend I bought the album on Target because I was like, well, I have a gift card from Christmas, so I might as well use that. So I'll have it on vinyl and I'll give it a few more listens. But yeah, all in all, I enjoyed it, but I'm excited to see where else we could go from here and see what different directions Miss Brandy puts herself into. But all in all, I enjoyed it. Not going to be one of my favorites, but I liked it. So what do you guys think of the Brandy album? Let me know in the comments below. I'm also curious, based on anybody who's been watching my videos for a long time, out of all of Brandy's albums, which do you think will be my personal favorite? Let me know. And as always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time. I'm not going to be doing my discography journeys like just one person at a time anymore. I'm going to try and just get a little more variety out there. So it might be 2 weeks, maybe 3 before I get to Never Say Never, depending on how this video does, we shall see. But regardless, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Move on and find something new for yourself. I'll see you later. Bye.